Yeah.
You sidekicks.
Good morning, everyone. It's Valerie,
Morning.
otherwise known as Chick Picker.
Chick picker.
I won't steal your thunder today. I
Chick
promise.
picker. Whoa, the YouTube side that just now went on.
Sounds like a rooster.
Okay.
How's everybody doing today? We are live on Friday morning.
Yeah.
Ready to get the party started.
Yep,
What's
yep.
that? What do they call it? Get turned up. I think that's what they call it. The saying.
Yeah, what is Hank? Hank says that turned up.
Turned up. Yep.
I think I need to be more like tuned up.
Tuned up.
Yeah. I may be missing a couple of spark plugs this morning. I need to tune up.
Oh man. Yeah.
Need wires.
I'm definitely feeling it. How's everybody doing? We got Dahlia and Nishana and Miss Hank. Sorry, guys. Rough night. Tried not to yawn, but
Welcome, everyone. It's time for the Chick Picker Show. Starring Chick Picker,
woo!
Poplar Picker, and Silver Hair Stacker.
Woohoo!
Yay.
We didn't. Sounds like you guys got your weather. We didn't get our weather though. We didn't get our 5 inches of snow or 8 inches or whatever it was supposed to be.
No snow for you.
We're actually supposed to get some on Monday. We're supposed to get 1 to 3 inches, but
well, the upper part of Duluth got a bunch of snow, but not as much as they said we were gonna get.
Yeah. Well, that's good. No snow is good. It's good snow.
Yeah, but the school board finally said that we could plow.
Oh.
So it would have been nice to have the snow, extra money.
But it won't stick this soon, though, will it?
Well, it'll stick long enough for us to plow and earn money.
Oh yeah. So you gotta get right out there before it starts melting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today it's gonna be like 37 or 38. So yeah, it would have melted today. Plus the ground is pretty warm yet,
Yeah.
But,
yeah. That's the thing here. It won't. Even if it does snow, it won't. It won't be sticking because it's too warm still yet.
Yeah. And it's just funny because our auctioneer canceled the auction for last night and moved it to Saturday, which is why I got to work the auction because his cashier's going out of town.
Oh gosh.
So he asked me if I'd work cashier for him, and I said yeah, which I'm kind of bummed I did because it's supposed to be like a mega auction. So.
Yeah.
But
help him out.
Not that I need that stuff, more stuff,
Yeah. Oh, how was y'all's sales yesterday?
I did good. I had 7 for about $250.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Getting an important call. So
be one of her kids.
probably.
Yeah, you've been really killing it since you put them clothes up, huh?
Yeah,
Well, you were
everybody.
doing good before with them video games too, weren't you?
They've slacked off a lot. I mean, I was killing it with them in April and May.
Yeah.
But most of that good stuff is gone from that.
Yeah.
I still got a bunch of video game listings up, but a bunch of it is like PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and they don't sell as good as NES and SNES, and even Genesis is selling better than PlayStation.
Do you have any Wii?
No, it actually has pretty much sold pretty good too. I just got a couple little things left of Wii. I've still got some to dig through and list, but I'm down to the stuff that takes a little bit of work of testing and sorting and finding chords or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at the pile of stuff, it looks like I've got a whole bunch of video game stuff left, but it's just kind of a mishmash.
Yeah. Well, someday this winter when you and Gwen are just sitting there, you can go through it and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I ever quit buying other stuff to put on top of it.
That's the problem, we cherry pick our piles, and then that's how we end up with our big death piles because.
Yeah. It's like I still got video games to list, but then I go out and buy a truckload of ducks.
Yeah.
And then I got a bunch of video games left, and I go out and buy a bunch of Western wear. And
that's just the way it rolls. That's
got a whole bunch of video games, and then I'll go to an auction and drag home half a pickup load of junk.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, I got the heater guy coming to save the day here in a little bit. So I might have to shut down a little bit early.
Okay.
You got problems with your furnace?
Yeah, I've been having issues with it, and they came and worked on it about 3 weeks ago, and it still didn't get fixed, and I've been kind of just dealing with it, but it's time that it needs to get completely, done before it gets super cold. So
the good news is you've been saving some electricity, probably, or gas, or whatever you use.
It's not that I haven't been. I've been using it. It's been working okay, but it's just not quite the thermostat. There's something wrong with the thermostat.
Oh.
So yeah. But I
wish I knew how to replace a thermostat because they're not real expensive. I sold them all the time working at Home Depot.
Yeah. So hopefully he'll be able to fix it, and
Yeah.
I have found that every time I get a digital thermostat, there's always a problem.
Yeah, this one, I've had this one for about 2 years.
Yeah.
So, hopefully that's the thing. That's what's going on, and hopefully it'll be okay and everything. But I didn't realize he was going to be coming this early in the morning, and I got to move some stuff around so he can get in the crawl space if he has to.
Hopefully it is the thermostat, because then that would be a cheaper fix than anything on the furnace.
Yeah. Morning, Karen. Let's go through that. Let's see. Joanne, Anissa,
Hi, everybody.
Bumcrack. So I had a pretty good sale yesterday.
Yes.
It was actually a fairly good day all the way around, but I don't know if you remember, I don't know, maybe a couple of months ago, I bought those chainsaw chains.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sold 9 of them yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah.
To one buyer?
Yeah.
Well,
Nice.
probably, yeah.
Good job.
I sold 5. Well, he bought 5 first, and then I was hollering and screaming about that, and then before I was done with that, he bought another 4. So
Nice.
like that was a $200 sale right there. I was pretty happy.
I bet.
Pretty happy with that. So yeah. If I could click my heels, I definitely would be doing that. But
how many do you have left?
I would say I probably have maybe around 10 or 11 left.
Wow, you
But
got
I think I bought like 20, around 20 of them.
How much did you pay for them?
$5 each.
Yeah, you did good.
Was there a sale at a hardware store or something? Or
No,
what?
it was at Walmart.
Well,
So
good job.
I just go over there and I go to the clearance section and I just kind of, I don't buy everything, but if I do a lot of looking at the prices, because they do have the, prices that they were listed at, before the clearance. And so if I could say, hey, that's not a bad deal.
Yeah.
That's not I can make money with that. Then I'll do that.
Yeah, you've already doubled your money, and you still got more than half of them left to sell.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. That was an amazing sale.
That's good.
Morning, Sally.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm all right.
I just found out that I got a raise.
You got a raise?
I'm making $12.70 an hour now.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Well,
That's great.
It was like $2.
Very good.
Nice.
Biden last
exciting.
night wanted everybody to get 15 an hour minimum wage.
I'm surprised.
Why? For Biden? He gives away money like candy. Anyway, no political talk.
Yeah, we don't want any of that.
Talk.
Don't want none of that. So,
Right.
so that was a really good sale.
What'd you do?
I sold 9 of those chainsaw chains.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you were here on time, Sally, you would know what
Right.
happened.
Yes, Sally.
Well,
Yes, Sally. Take that.
Just kidding.
yeah, I'm blaming that on Brandon because he set up my tablet and he put it for Central Time. And so I was on my tablet this morning and I wasn't even paying attention to my phone. and then I seen the show come up. I'm like, it's
Mhm.
only 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's Brandon's fault. You can't
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but like I said, I'm gonna have to get off here a little bit early because the heater guy's coming. So I need to be able to move stuff around for him, and I usually have the same guy come. His name's Corey. And today it's a different guy, so he might be a little bit like, ah!
What is this lady doing?
He might be a little more shocked than Corey is, but usually Corey, it doesn't really phase him. But yeah, so I got a new one to kind of break in. Oh well.
Jason told me not to tell anybody.
It'll be fine.
Jason told me not to tell anybody that I got a raise.
Whoops.
That guy Justin, he was begging me to take a day off last night.
Was he?
Yeah, he's down to 15 hours a week. He's like, do you need a day off? I said, I just had 3. I need the money.
Who's down to 15 hours?
Oh, Justin, the one guy that works. He used to work opposite. He used to work opposite my nights.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh, I want to go down to just doing donuts. And so that's what she did. 5 days a week.
Oh my
Donut.
God.
You can have them.
I love.
If you were here, Nikki, you would know that.
I love people who are like, oh, I'm working too much, blah blah blah, and they're always calling in or they're saying cut my hours or whatever, and then their next payday they're bitching because they ain't got any money.
Yeah.
It's like, well, if you'd work.
Yeah. Well, if he would show himself, show that he can work.
Yeah.
And he was doing really good for a while, and then just started getting iffy. And so she hired somebody else, and I trained her, and now she's got my opposite nights.
There you go.
And she's doing good. So
Shauna says my hubby cannot get workers. They start the warehouse workers at $22 an hour.
oh my God.
Dang. Morning, Kelly. Morning, Mr. Sadie.
That's insane.
Nobody wants to work for $22 an hour?
That's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
What kind of warehouse do you have to lift 200-pound bags of concrete?
Oh man.
You work at that warehouse
No, don't they have forklifts for that?
where you have to lift 200-pound people.
Uh-huh.
What do they do in that warehouse?
Joanne says Corey, he sounds cute.
Yeah. That poor guy, though. You know how small that opening to that crawl space is, and he is not. He's a tall guy, and he's got a belly on him, so it's real difficult for him to get in that little crawl space.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah, he
Suck it up.
wiggles in. He wiggles in and he wiggles out. So
Yeah. Huh. That's what she said.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm eating spaghetti and meatballs.
I sold my Roku last night.
Good.
We didn't need it anymore because we bought the TV that has the Roku in it.
Uh-huh.
So I sold it for 32.
Nice.
Got it for free, so
For a Roku? Wow, that's good price. For a used one?
yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
What else?
Canada says they make pasta. So
What?
people don't want to work making noodles. Yeah.
Did I sell yesterday?
You don't make $22 an hour, Kelly? How much, Valerie, how much did you make as a respiratory therapist traveling
Oh God.
compared to like working at Sierra View? Was it big? Was it a big jump?
Huh?
Was it a big jump and
Yeah. And that was in 2007.
Yeah.
And I was making as a traveling RT, it was 36. 36 was base pay.
Oh.
36 an hour.
Oh.
And then at just working regular at the hospital, it was I believe it was 20, probably about 25. 25 to 20, 25 to 30, I would say, because I got a pretty good differential for night shift. So it was a good paying job. It was a good paying job. But
Yeah.
so.
Hi, Dottie.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I was telling everybody I'm probably gonna have to cut this off just a little bit early because I need to. I kind of picked up last night, but I need to move some stuff around so he can get to where he needs to get the dogs outside and all that stuff. So
yeah.
You don't want your furnace guy hearing all your friends in the computer?
No. No, that's private.
Where are the voices coming from? Those are my little friends in the computer. Don't worry about them.
Well, the last time I talked to them, I said, she said something about, oh, he could be there at 8:00, and I was like, can you make it 9? And then that really just threw a wrench in it. She's like, I said, I do a YouTube show at 8:00, and I said it would be better if it was closer to 9. And she's like, I don't know. It was like she's just kind of, awestruck or dumbstruck or whatever, Huh? What's YouTube? I don't know. It was just funny, and I mean, she didn't comment anything about it or whatever, but it was just funny the way she responded. But
people, it's like selling on eBay. People don't get it.
No,
it doesn't spark anything upstairs. They don't.
Right. Yeah. Kelly says when I worked in the hospital, I made like $15 an hour plus benefits, but no one wants to hire LVNs anymore besides nursing homes or home health care. That's the truth.
What's an LVN?
Licensed vocational nurse.
What's a vocational nurse?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's more like a practical. They call them LPNs here.
Yeah,
but it's a licensed practical nurse.
Oh.
They basically they can do the same thing as an RN, but I don't think they can. There's certain things that they can't do. Like there's
No.
But Yeah, I'd say if you're going for nursing, your best bet is to go for RN.
Oh, yeah, nobody-
Actually, you want to get your bachelor's.
Yeah.
Yeah, around here, nobody
Yes.
hires LPNs anymore.
Yeah. So it's a great stepping stone, but you don't want to stay there. You know.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. But yeah.
She says we do a lot of grunt work. We can't hang blood and certain things.
Right. Right.
But it's funny, you know, because you can give meds and stuff. But like when I worked at the group, for mental health, we gave meds. We set up, like people's meds, and we gave them meds.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Amanda as a nurse's aide gives meds.
Yeah.
Usually not in like a nursing home setting. That's where a lot of LVNs end up, is nursing home settings and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's been a nurse for over 20 years.
Oh.
That's what I wanted to be when I was little. Was a nurse.
Yeah, that I was actually going to school for that before I moved to Kansas.
Excuse me.
I had started I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking.
Huh.
But because that's all, that's 4 more years of school, but
When you're done, it's worth it.
I'm glad to be out of that whole rat race.
Yeah, me too. Like,
both my daughters wanted to be nurses, but now they're rethinking it. They want Amanda is completely out of the medical field now. She doesn't want to be in it anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they're not paid enough.
She got an office job now.
An office job?
Mm-hmm.
Like a secretary?
No. Data entry, and it's like an insurance company or something she works for.
Oh.
Good. Yeah, it's good to change it up.
It is pouring here. Like,
Change it up.
I went to go after I found out the freaking show was on, because it was 9 o'clock. I put my packages out real quick. I'm like, oh, I got to get these out, And I went out there, and there's freaking puddles everywhere. It just like let loose, I guess, since I've been home. I didn't even realize it had rained that much. And then I looked at the radar, and we're supposed to get a bunch more today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tore up my back, Kelly.
Oh.
Doing that kind of stuff, it was hard on your body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Physically.
Yeah, when Amanda became an aide, I told her, I says, get in and get out. I said, as soon as you can get out of being a nurse's aide, do it. I said, that's just so horrible on your body. It's emotionally draining and physically.
Well, now, it's a lot different than when I started, because now they won't let you lift people by yourself. Usually you have to have 2 people for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's not how it worked whenever I started out. We lifted everybody by ourselves.
Yeah.
And just used a gate belt or whatever, or, a Hoyer if you had to, if you had one.
If you had one, I was gonna.
Yeah, you're lucky if you had one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually went through nurse's aide training too.
I was a nurse's aide 17. No. What was it? Like 12 years. 12 years.
I was pregnant with Brandy. And the doctor wouldn't give me permission to do my clinicals.
Oh.
Well, then by the time Brandy was born, I smartened up and I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do it.
I don't think it's a bad thing. We need nurses assistants. You know, but I think they should be maybe extend the school a little bit. See, like here, nursing assistant school is like 6 months long. In California, it was like 6 weeks.
Yeah, it was like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
And they don't even, what I was amazed was like when Amanda went through training, they didn't even teach her how to do a manual blood pressure.
Well,
They told them to use the machines. And I was like, well, what if the machines fail? I'm always at the doctor and the machine is like, doesn't work right. And people have to take a manual blood pressure.
Right.
Why in the hell wouldn't they teach a nurse's aide that?
Right.
They're supposed to.
Yeah, that's how I learned how to take a manual blood pressure, was when my sister was going through nurse's aide training. Yeah, I didn't understand that. And I told her, I said, just buddy up with one of the nurses one night and ask her if she'll teach. I said, if I had a manual blood pressure cuff, I'd show you how to do it. It's easy. But I said, just ask one of the nurses one night. They'll help you. I'm sure, teach you how to do it.
Yep.
Yeah, I worked on the Alzheimer's ward until I was 8 months pregnant, and then I got clocked by a 4-foot tall lady.
Yeah.
And, she got me right in the chin and knocked me on the ground, and I was like, okay, I'm done.
Yeah, Amanda worked Alzheimer's brain whatever unit and in her old job, and she was like, it was horrible. She was constantly being hit and scratched. I mean, and they don't do anything to them. She was in an assisted living place and they don't do anything. Like,
yeah,
I mean, they're continuously doing this stuff to her, to the people, and it's like, can't you do anything or put some kind of restraint? You can't put any restraints on them or anything,
No, there's nothing to do. I mean,
I know.
I mean, they could use soft restraints. That's about it that I know of. But you have to have a really good reason. You have to have an order for them.
Yeah.
Like if they're, they're continuously hurting other people and hurting themselves.
Yeah, I mean, there was this one where it was just continuously abusive, and I mean, they had to just take it,
Yeah. When you were talking about blood pressure, it reminded me of when I worked at the hospital, and I was CNA on what was it called? It was a cardiac unit.
Telemetry.
And so there was this guy, and he was dying, and because he was like sick and stuff, and so they had a monitor on him and stuff to see what his heart was doing. And it was so weird because we would go in there and check his vitals. The family was there and everything, so we checked their vitals and get out, and we checked his vitals, and he was gone. And there was no blood pressure. But then you go back to the unit, and you could see on the computer that his heart was still beating, but it was because he had a pacemaker.
Oh.
Yeah, so you could see that his heart was still beating. It was so weird.
Wow.
Crazy.
What? Nashana says the closest I came to working in medical anything, I made the heart valve replacement. What do you mean you made it? You had it? Like,
You produced it?
Mhm.
did you physically like make it?
Well,
That's kind of what it sounds like.
Well, that's really cool. If that's what it is. That's like being a movie star.
well,
Oh, you made it.
Man,
Wow.
if I made something like that, I'd probably leave a screw or something loose in it, and somebody's vein would get
nice.
up with a screw going loose out of it.
That's crazy though. So like so you invented it or you I want to know more. Spill it.
Yeah, it sounds like, she had a hand in producing it, so
Nice.
it saved a lot of people's lives right there.
Look, it's Glenn the Swamp Picker.
Hi, Glenn.
Glenn.
Hi there, Glenn.
So,
So,
back on reselling, I went to the post office yesterday, and while I was there, the postmaster actually checked in my packages. So I said, "What do you think about the QR codes?" He said, "Well, I've never done one, but the girls can do it." And I said, "Well, it's a new eBay policy that we can just download QR codes onto our phone, and then when we bring in our packages, you have to print the labels."
it's not all post offices.
He said, "Yeah, we can do it." I said, "Well, what do you think about it, though? Wouldn't that add time to the checkout, and wouldn't customers behind me have to wait and stuff?" He said, "Yeah, but I mean, if we're required to do it, we'll do it." So he didn't seem all bent out of shape about having to do it if I wanted
They're
to.
probably used to it.
I said, "Well," he said he'd never even done one. And so I'm sitting there thinking, yeah, I probably won't do it. I may experiment and do it with if I have 5 packages, just do one with a QR code and see how it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do like a padded flat rate or something so it's super easy.
Mm-hmm. So
that's crazy. She said she produced it. The cuff that holds the valve is hand sewn. That's awesome. Good job, Nishana.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I say too, Kelly. I would be all screwed up if I tried to take like a list of or if I had like the QR codes on my phone or whatever. I just don't. I would screw it up.
Yeah,
well, it would be nice for the days when our printers decide that they don't want to work.
Well, true.
You know.
Well, that's what I was mentioning how you used to run around and everything, and go to the storage unit, pick up the package, and then package it up, and then print your label or whatever, and have to go to the post office. Well, I said, man, that would be really good for Nikki if she was running around like she does,
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you don't have ready access, if your computer breaks, then you can still download the QR codes onto your phone.
Yeah.
In fact, you have to use your phone, I guess. You can't take a computer to the. Well, you might be able to print out the QR codes. I don't know.
Yeah.
Does it cost you to do it, or is it just
no, it's free.
Huh.
And you're using the post office labels, so they're free. So
nice.
New thing with eBay. Danica wants to know how many of you will still hit yard sales on rainy days. If I'm out and about already and I see a yard sale sign, I'll still hit it.
Well, you got to think of it this way. You know, most people aren't made of sugar, and 99.9% of people aren't witches. So,
Oh, I still go to yard sales on rainy days.
you
They're
know,
open on the-
you're not gonna melt. So you'll be fine.
I stand around at auctions in the rain, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to stop me if I need stock, but I haven't even considered going to garage sales this weekend because I got so much to list.
If you're that
Yeah.
worried about it, bring an umbrella.
Yeah.
Swing by Walmart on your way. You can grab an umbrella.
And
Or
if you,
a poncho or
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you go, there's probably a lot of people that aren't going.
yeah.
So you have more of a chance to find something really good.
Yeah. Yeah. Lady Luck Junk. Man, I can't say that one.
That's good.
So, yeah, I'll be moving to Texas in spring. Just wondered if advertised yard sales decide to cancel or not. I guess I just need to get out there and see. You know, it varies. There's sometimes they do cancel. But I think you just have to gotta get out there and you know, look around and see what's going on. Estate sales can be better because, you know, they're mostly going to be inside. So,
Yeah.
You know, they're actually in the garage. Or like me, I put a big tent up if it's going to rain, you know.
yeah. Which nobody really wants to cancel because
Yeah.
you know, they've already planned it. They've already
Yeah.
taken time off and everything. So I'll be moving to the Austin area. I'm looking at Lockhart or San Marcos is the places I'm looking at.
I guess Danica's married too. Todd lives in Texas.
Yep.
Mm.
And Beth lives in Texas.
Yep.
Yeah. Texas Valerie.
Texas Valerie lives in
Texas. Yep. So.
That's somebody I haven't talked to in a long time is Texas Valley.
I know, I miss her.
Yeah.
We get so you know,
Morning, Joanna.
with her business and stuff.
Well, she got her business. She got her mom. You know, she's been trying to take care of her mom and.
Yeah. Hi, Carol.
Carol. Howdy, partner.
Mm-hmm.
Howdy, partners. I can't say it like she does.
Yeah.
So, has everybody got the pumpkin carved?
Huh?
Has everybody got their pumpkin carved?
No.
No.
Not going to celebrate the Halloweeny thing?
It's no fun now that I don't have kids.
Yeah. I don't know that there's going to be many trick or treaters out there this year.
Yeah, I wonder how COVID's gonna affect that.
It's not stopping anybody here.
Yeah.
Well, in our town, everybody goes downtown and sits around downtown in chairs, and they hand out candy to the kids downtown.
Mm.
Yeah.
So the businesses hand out candy, and individual people have if they want to participate, they all go downtown. All the kids just run around downtown until
Yeah.
it's over with. It's a pretty cute deal. So we never have any trick or treaters at the house. That was so unusual to me when we came here.
Yeah, trick or treating ain't like it used to be. A lot of people are scared to go to houses now.
Yep. I used to take a paper sack and just fill that sucker to the brim.
Yeah.
When I went out. I love my skeleton costume. I wore it like 3 years in a row. And 1 year it got kind of rainy, so the bottom fell out of my bag. So I was like, and it was nearly full. So I was sitting there going, "What do I do now? My candy's on the street." Yeah. So my brother came to my rescue and put all of my candy in with his in his bag. I don't know how he kept his dry. But then we got home and started dividing it out. No, that one's mine. So we had the big candy fight of like 1962, whatever it was.
Shauna says, did anyone see that coupon YouTuber that was showing the cheap prices at Walmart using the Walmart app? Is it sexy? What's his name? Something sexy.
I don't know.
Mr. Unsexy or something like that. Anyways, no, it's a girl. So she was in the candy section and making a killing. And because I saw a candy launcher gun, I think it was a joke meme, but people will probably go for that.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to wrap it up, guys, because I got to get ready for this heater guy.
All right.
So I will see you guys on Monday, and have a great weekend. Get lots of sales, and we'll see y'all later.
Get it all.